Weeks out for the Olympia, but first we begin in the post-show period, and we have a trip to Chicago. So we're in the Chicago airport.
For what?
For my birthday. So we planned this to, if I was competing in Chicago, either way, the next day I was going to celebrate my birthday. So we are here anyway, not competing, and Renee planned a itinerary that I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm terrible at making plans, so I just said, Renee, just book activities and food and whatever. So
I'm hoping he's not disappointed with my plan.
So we're gonna just explore Chicago. You can watch all the places we go eat and what we do, and maybe we'll talk a little bit of bodybuilding. Maybe.
It's super early. We got up at 3 o'clock to catch a 5:30 flight. So it's still, we got here at like 8 o'clock. So it's early morning.
We're pumped. We're going to get our bags, and into Chicago we go. All right, we are walking the streets of Chicago. Can you see behind me? There's a Whole Foods. So, got into the hotel, and we are walking to breakfast. So I don't know what it is. Could it be Whole Foods? I don't know. Weather here is really nice though. It's a lot cooler than San Antonio. So I think it's supposed to be in like 70s and 80s, which is great. It's sunny. Nice weather to be out in. Renee is navigating us to breakfast, which is...
Renee is terrible with directions. Why is Renee terrible with directions?
Because she grew up on an island. Which directions there is like you head to the mountain or you head to the ocean. So we might not make it to breakfast, I don't know.
Have faith.
All right, got the first meal in, and we have the smoked salmon, egg white omelet with sun-dried tomatoes and spinach. Now what they think they're real known for is the stuffed French toast with peaches and cream and a side of pancakes. Super hungry, so ready to dive into this.
How many you guys have? Hi sir, how are you?
Really good. It's crispy on the outside, nice and soft, fluffy on the inside. It's the cream's almost like peach flavored too, so it's really good. The Chicago Riverwalk, it definitely beats the San Antonio Riverwalk just a little bit. Really cool buildings. Found our next destination. The Torture Museum. Hope we escape. So the Medieval Torture Museum, put it on your list, very cool. It's one of the largest ones in the US to go through. People are extremely brutal in the past. It's a good perspective tour. Thank goodness we live in the 2000s.
Thank goodness I'm not in danger of being sawn in half.
Yeah, or stretched, or put in some type of penal torture device. Right? Finally, Renee and I were like so thirsty, went to Sonic, got a Sunjoy. It's half unsweet tea, half diet lemonade.
It's so good.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. And our feet are killing us.
Yeah, we had to sit down. Like I have 10,000 steps. It's like 1 p.m. And I train legs, so like the leg soreness is kicking in slowly. But
Off to a good start.
great start.
To a great start.
All right, this is our suite, or expansive suite now. It's basic, but that's all we need because we're gonna be out in the city anyway. But we got it because it has a little kitchenette, which is nice. Came back from our walk, really hungry. Had one meal. Now it's 2 p.m. But went to Whole Foods and just got some romaine. We brought with us some shredded chicken, our food scale. Just grabbed some tomatoes. Went to Whole Foods and got like their like veggie salad stuff. So we have like pre-chopped like beets and mushrooms, red bell pepper, onion. Just grabbed some yellow mustard. I can add like some stevia in it, kind of make like a honey mustard dressing, and have that for a meal. We also got some strawberries and cantaloupe. So just doing something like fresh and crisp now for between meals until we have like our dinner. And I ate our salads and I just totally crashed out. I was so tired from getting up so early and then like putting in some steps quick. So we finally got back up. Now it's like 5:30 p.m. Headed to dinner. That's planned, my birthday dinner.
The big birthday dinner.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Spacca Napoli.
Spacca Napoli. And hint, I think they have Neapolitan pizza, which I know you're supposed to get deep dish in Chicago, but that's just what we like.
We like what we like.
And I know they're known for deep dish here, but they also have all the other pizzas too. So we're waiting for our lift and go get some food.
Where are we?
We're at Spacca, so it's a Neapolitan pizza place. One weird thing, they don't have sodas like normal diet sodas, and they don't cut the pizza for you. But they have wood-fired Neapolitan pizza, and starting with a fried rice cheese ball, and also with burrata. Both look excellent. Ready to dive into it. Hey, what do you think about the burrata?
Good. It's for being a big ball of cheese, it's very fresh, very light. Doesn't sit heavy in your stomach for being a big ball of cheese. Very creamy. Just a great flavor to it. But again, a very light flavor.
This is a lamb pizza. Oh, wow. It's definitely a light, like chewy crust. What was the sauce in this one? Like an artichoke? Oh yeah, like artichoke sauce. Roasted lamb. It's not overly greasy though.
What about the mint?
The mint's really light. I had mint on this pizza, which I was like, I don't know, it's their special. But it tastes at the very end. It's good. It's a little bit, the sauce is maybe a little much on it, you know? That's a good flavor. This is a pistachio sauce with sausage. It's a level up from the lamb one. It's creamy, a slight sweetness to it, and it sticks with you too. So it's like a little bit denser of a sauce. There's a great flavor profile. The sausage isn't too like greasy either. So far, this just won over the lamb. Last pizza review, classic red sauce. This one has kind of like a pepperoni to it, a slight sweetness to it. Has like some tang as well, and a little bit of spice on the pepperoni. I have to say, I think this one's my favorite. It's like the classic red sauce kind of pizza. So this one, then the pistachio, then last would be the lamb. We are in line at the famous Levain Bakery. What should we do? All right, we're back from Levain's Bakery. So we did stop by Target and got some Halo Top, but we ended up getting one of each except the double chocolate chip. I think that was just gonna be over the top, but point out some of these ones that we did get. Okay, pretty sure we got the original chocolate chip walnut, the double chocolate chip, the Rocky Road. This is a caramel coconut, the oatmeal raisin, and then the chocolate with peanut butter cup in it. So there's some serious cookie going on, and these are quite monstrous. Crisp on the outside, soft on the inside. Renee's already eating without me, so she found a crumb. So this is going to be our wrap up for day one of Chicago with some good eats within reason. Don't worry, I'm not going to eat all the cookies. All right, Chicago day two. So sleep was decent last night. We did wake up burning infernos from the cookies and pizza we ate.
So hot.
But allergies kind of suck today. So yesterday ended up with 17,000 steps. We ended up only having 3 meals. It's fine. Just gotta eat reasonable for these meals. And with the high step count, it's been okay. I still track my body weight while here, and that kind of like is my gauge for how much food I'm putting in. So just so you know, bodybuilding wise, I've been floating around 220 pretty stable the past 4 days. I was still 220 this morning, so even with the extra cookies and stuff and the walking, and kind of all evened out. So that's at least how I usually regulate myself when traveling and trying to be as flexible as I can.
But enjoy yourself as well.
Yeah, but enjoy myself. So today, anyway, we are walking to the Starbucks Reserve. It's a 4-story Starbucks, which sounds incredible. So we're gonna go there and then head to breakfast. The world's largest Starbucks. What are these things? Got a Americano, really fancy. The world's largest Starbucks, so it's 5 floors. We're on the roof terrace, which is really cool. They do like experimental coffee. They have pizza here. Of course, Renee and I are boring and we just drink black coffee. So, but really cool Starbucks to come check out. We don't have time to do the whole coffee tour that's here, but might be something to check out. Yeah, we're at Night Dreams. I'm gonna have my new, for my guest pose come out, and it's gonna be themed.
I think we should go for this outfit over here. I'm really feeling this. I think you could pull it off.
That's IFBB approved for sure. Girls have bedazzled suits. I want a bedazzled trunks. We are at Ann Say for breakfast, and they are famous for their cinnamon rolls, which are huge and awesome. So might have to give those a try.
She is so gossip. She's obsessed with gossip.
Right, breakfast is all done at Ann Sather. It was excellent. Had the chicken fajita omelet with egg whites. Surprisingly, the cottage cheese and fruit was really refreshing. Ate a little bit of the cinnamon roll, which was, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had many cinnamon rolls, I think, in my life or in the past year. So, yeah, it was frosted and delicious. I don't know what else to really say about it. Renee said she's had better, so go figure there. Good spot, just kind of general breakfast. I nothing really write home about, I guess, but solid.
But look at that crowd.
Yeah, I don't know, it gets crowded though, so we're gonna walk over to Quad's gym, get a push session in. I was telling Renee, I feel like I'm kind of harsh with these reviews, like not that impressed. I think I used to be more sensitive post-show to eating, like feel more deprived and have these strong cravings. I just don't have them really anymore. But even then, so you think this stuff would really stand out, but like the pizza was good, you know, it was okay.
And, well, no, and don't get us wrong, the food is really good, but it's like we're looking for that like standout, like wow, that was like mind-blowingly good, right? And for me, the only things that were really stand out like that so far are the Levain Bakery cookies and then the burrata from the pizza place.
Yeah, Spacca. So
yeah,
let's be honest. So we're post-show, so if this stuff's good, like we'll definitely let you know. But if it's like okay, you'll know it's pretty honest because we are post-show.
Ayy, I got the recipe, never gonna let any op get the best of me. Thought it was distance, but haters is next to me. Talk to the spirit, you know I've been heavenly. Company definitely show your trajectory. This ain't a diss cause I say it respectfully. It's time to eat up, red like a speeder. Taking it deeper and that's how it better be. I never let the comparison get to me. I just remember the promises meant for me. I know the enemy and that he sent for me. I keep the blood of the lemons my centerpiece. I cannot trust in no crystals or energy. Look at the chemistry, it do not even mix chemically. Most of the tricks they be gimmicks, they mimic the truth. It's poison and we got the remedy. There is a bomb, apply it, the fire can stand to the tallest of giants, the tyrant and all the suppliers are scheming and lying. They selling his dreams and we buying it. Show me the chicken, I'm frying it. Show me the dough and I'm prying it. Ain't never lacking it, so what I'm packing, he taking it, he magnifying it.
They say you ain't bout it. Tell them that you finna make it, but they doubt it. But you rose like the flower. Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers. I don't know, but I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I just know that I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it.
Ayy, I got to drive the bus, the truck, the gas is stuck. I ain't the one to rely on the luck. I put in work and then he show up. I know it's fake to sit in the reps, ain't no regrets, I do too much. It ain't me if you saying I stunt. He calling the place and I do what he want. This ain't a front, glory to G-O-D. It's what you could do with a mustard seed. It's what you could do when you start to believe. Take fear and you cast it inside of the sea. 100% out of me, cause he gave it all on the tee when he let it bleed. So what is you saying to me? You just insecure about the love that turned me to a beast. I take a step and I ain't turning back. He made me first cause I know that I'm.
So training session at Quads, had a surprise guest, your favorite amateur, Brandon Beckridge, which I've known Brandon for a bit. Actually, if you follow along the Storm, our dog, we drove up here New Year's Eve through frozen madness to come get her from Brandon. So Renee surprised me. She called him up and had him come do a push session with me, and we ran through it, just did some laterals, did some pec deck fly, and a couple pressing movements. It's post-show for me, so Brandon was cool dialing back and not trying to murder me during it. And did a little bit of tricep work too. So again, like goal post-show, at least for these sessions, is have a little bit less frequency. I trained 4 days this week. Higher reps, like 12 to 15 reps. We're being pretty slow and controlled. Have pauses. It's a real easy time to like bury yourself with fatigue and also potentially have an injury even happen too. So just being real mindful and intentional with movements. But anyway, Quads is cool because it's 2 floors, a lot of free weight stuff downstairs. They have like a whole hammer strength room. They have Stride and Nebula equipment, which is some older stuff that's really good quality. Anyway, it was just a good session just to hang out with Brandon and just talk and train. And it was just a fun time. So that wrapped it up. And we're gonna go get a little bit more Chicago eating in. All right, so my surprise activity for the day, we're going to Second City, which is a comedy club. Just and what the topic is, or what do you call it?
The name.
The name.
Yeah. And topic.
Yeah, don't quit your day job. How
daydream.
Oh, don't quit
Even
your
better.
Don't quit your daydream. Appropriate in many ways. Cool. But thanks, Renee. Let's go enjoy. So Renee and I, we went out to the comedy club. That was really fun. They had some really good skits put together. And every night, what Renee and I like to do is have desserts, but we like to collect them and then go back to our hotel. So
it's like going on a treasure hunt.
It's late, so we like have to run around and get all of our food items that we want. So we went back to Levain Bakery.
Because they were that good.
Really, yeah, they were that good. The oatmeal raisin cookie and the chocolate peanut butter were my thing. We almost just got run over by a car. No shit. No, good thing I'm YouTubing and watching. So went there, then Target was about to close. So went to Target for vanilla halo top for the cookies. And also favorite day is actually really good for like a low calorie ice cream.
I like how we got low calorie ice cream, but like very high calorie cookies.
Yeah. Where are we gonna get low calorie cookies at, right?
It's called balance, guys. We know what we're doing. We're professionals.
And so then for dinner, we haven't had dinner yet. So we're now walking to a Greek food place that's open late. We'll pick that up and we can go back to our room and have our Greek food, our cookies, and our low calorie ice cream.
So overall, would you say second day was a success?
Yeah, for sure. Breakfast, training, comedy show, cookies and ice cream, Greek food. Living the life. It's okay, Monday we're saying like back to prison, right? Like 15 weeks in the slammer till the Olympia. Chicago day 2, that's a wrap.
What are we doing today?
I have no idea. It is Chicago day 3, our last day. Renee and I stayed up pretty late last night. It was like 12, and we didn't get Greek food because they were all closed. We just came back, had a protein shake and cookies for dinner. We're like children. So I told her.
We got like 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah, we got 6 hours of sleep, and we had to get up because there's something planned for the day.
Which I'm going to tell you what that is right now. We are going on the Great Chicago Donut Tour because we are children. So we're going to have donuts for breakfast.
All right.
But we are also going to find out who makes the best old-fashioned donuts in Chicago.
Well, if y'all don't know, old-fashioned donuts are like top of my list. So that's exciting. Going on a donut tour. Anyway, my body weight today was 221.6, so up just a little bit, but also just...
We're going to fix that right now.
Didn't get a lot of sleep, so just instead of accounting for that, we're going to add weight to it, so no, we'll be fine. Completed the donut tour. We went to the Donut Vault, Fire Cake Donuts, and also Do-Right Donuts to see who has the best old-fashioned Chicago. So Renee did the research. She found some like little artesian, kind of like one-off places, then the Do-Right Donuts, is going to spread throughout the city, local favorite. So I picked, for one, some different fun flavors, but I think for fair comparison, we should just do a buttermilk donut, try each one and see which one I think's the best. And old fashions are my thing, so I'll be the best judge. So we will start with the first place we went to, which was the Donut Vault. All right, just right off the bat, just the look, it has like a more of a smoother frosting. Looks like it'd be sweeter. The donut looks a little smooth too. Seems like the has some good moisture level to it as well. Right off the bat, the frosting hits you, good sweetness. It's a good amount of frosting. Then it just starts melting in your mouth. Definitely need some coffee.
Palate cleanser.
That one's good. It's got a lot of good components to it. Good cake consistency, not too dry. And it's a good balance of frosting. That one's really good. So interesting, Fire Cakes is not like as smooth. It looks like a little bit less frosting on it, but must have some type of more of like a crisper texture, it looks like, but it is soft at the bottom. Moisture wise, it looks close to the Donut Vault. By the way, much more airy of a donut, less cakey, it's lighter, slight bit sweeter. Man, that one's really, really good. So far, I think Fire Cakes taste it, because that one turns into like a kind of a sticky mess in your mouth, which isn't a bad thing, but I like the lighter, airy feel. Feels like the cake's a better consistency, and it's just enough sweetness, and that crust that's on the outside has a little bit more mouth texture too, which makes it really fun. Cleanse the palate. Do Right Donuts, Chicago OG. So cutting it right away, it's definitely a crisper donut, and when we compare them, you can see like it's definitely browned more. Has that rougher consistency like we saw with Fire Cakes. Inside looks pretty close. Oh, thanks. Inside looks close consistency-wise, like for cakiness. Probably the least amount of frosting out of all of them, at least visually. In it goes. It's almost the in-between. Airiness of Fire Cakes, but has a bit more cakiness, like the Donut Vault. Really melts in the mouth really fast, actually. For not visually having a lot of frosting, it still has a lot of sweetness to it. That one's a close one. I really like the crisp texture. I have to say though, I think Fire Cakes is gonna be my winner. Just it has all the components that I'd want, like the airiness of the donut. It's still very moist. Has that frosting that is kind of layered on top, so it hits you as well, and you can separate the flavors. But it's not overly sweet too. Yeah.
Fire Cakes takes the cake.
Fire Cakes takes it. They're all good, don't get me wrong. Now, runner up, second place, sorry, not making it to the Olympia of donuts, but you're almost there, would be Do Right. Do Right is very, very close to Fire Cakes. In third place, go to off season, try again, would be the Donut Vault. Still a great donut if you want something that's like has like that thicker frosting and kind of turns into like a gooey donut deliciousness in your mouth. But for what I think a old-fashioned should be, Fire Cakes, #1.
You heard it here, guys. Doughboy and Chief called it. Fire Cakes is the winner. You all get the participation trophy, though.
Okay, so old-fashioned challenge #2, we did who has the best buttermilk old-fashioned. Now, they have a lot of different flavors here. Pistachio is a big thing in Chicago, so I picked not all the flavors, so it's not quite a fair comparison, but at least the ones that I was interested in. We do have from the Donut Vault pistachio and almond. Almond was recommended highly. From Fire Cakes, we have pistachio. Really, oh man, this one, I look forward to this one. It's a lemon. And then from Do Right, we have a cinnamon. So let's start, we'll compare the pistachios, as that should be fair. And we already know consistency on these from testing buttermilk, so this will be more of like the flavor comparison. Oh man, it's a flavor bomb right away. Really, really sweet. It almost has like it's hard to describe it, like almost a fruitiness to it, but good pistachio flavor that kind of lasts. Almost, I think they put a cherry or almond extract in it. That's what I'm tasting. Okay, on to fire cakes. Wow, that's surprising, because actually that one's much drier this time from fire cakes, and there's not much pistachio profile to it. Honestly, the donut vault, the pistachio donut vault, easily, hands down, blows it away. So much flavor to it. If this one had the consistency of the buttermilk, it would probably win, but they nailed it on the frosting amount and the flavor, because that's what I was looking for. With a pistachio flavor, you want that flavor to hit you right away. Fire Cakes just doesn't deliver on that, which is unfortunate. I thought they really would. I really had my like kind of bias going in, so Fire Cakes wins the thing. Let's try these other flavors from them, then we'll get last to the cinnamon. I'm getting like stuffy out here. All right, so this will be the almond. I think she said there was like a saltiness to it. The girl is working there. It's good. It's actually very comparable to the original buttermilk old fashioned, with just like a hint of almond to it. So nothing too like dynamically different between that and the buttermilk, I would say. So now the lemon from Fire Cakes, and you know,
Presentation is very pretty.
I'm gonna get that frosting bite, and just cutting in, it seems almost a little drier like the pistachio, but and we can see like in the middle, I don't know, I wonder if like doing the flavors for some reason dries them out some. Okay, the lemon frosting sends it over the top. It really cuts through some of the sweetness. You have like that little bit of sourness of the lemon. It's a really good combination. This one is moister than the pistachio. I am going to take a bite without the lemon frosting, because I think that just makes it a little bit more fair. The donut's still excellent. Like, I'd rate it up there with the buttermilk, but there's not much else without the lemon frosting. There's no lemon to it, which my expectation of a lemon donut would be that there would be lemon all around it. So, something to consider, but very, very good. All right, the last flavored one that we have, my mouth is like watering from this. Yeah. For water palate includes, Animal is the brand to go with. Do a plug. All right, so do right. Have the cinnamon donut. Has that crispness like the buttermilk one we tried. Looks on par, cake-wise, like moistness. It's like if Cinnamon Toast Crunch made a donut. That's what you're getting. Flavor profile all around it. It hits you everywhere. It's not over the top cinnamon, but it definitely has like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch-esque about it, which is really good. The donut cake is very similar to the old fashioned, so that's a comparable, so that ranks it up pretty high. For what I expected out of like the flavored donuts would be, for one, the donut quality needs to be high, but also I want that flavor profile, and I have to say the Donut Vault Pistachio ranks at the top here, because it delivers of what I expected out of like buying a pistachio donut and getting hit hard with pistachio flavor. It's still not my favorite actual cake part, but the flavor makes up for it. Now, in second, I would put the cinnamon from Do Right, as it hits still the qualities of the buttermilk they had, but the flavor is expectation-wise there. Third, I would say the lemon donut, because it's such a unique one. I love lemon. Some personal bias around there. It just doesn't add up though to the same buttermilk one that they have. So that wraps up our best flavor profiles for your Chicago donut tour. Okay, outside Au Cheval, and just had their burger. It was really loud in there, so we'll talk out here about it. But this place has been rated as like the best burger in the US. I think it delivers. Honestly, I'm not a big burger guy. That's not like, I can't even tell you the last time I went out and had a burger. Not because I rarely, you know, I'm always on prep, but just really that's not my go-to thing. But it was delicious. So a single is a double patty, and a double is a triple patty, which I think is clever because it makes it a really good burger that way. Because with 2 patties, you get extra cheese in there. So the first thing that you notice, like when you do bite into this thing, is it hits you right away with like this very soft meat, and it keeps the patties thin, so you're not getting like a lot of dry burger patty that way. But also more cheese, which the cheese is creamy, great texture. Their bun on the outside, it does compress down, but it makes it like to where you can actually have a reasonable bite and get all the ingredients in it. Very soft bun, good on the palate, has mayo on it. Then we also added on a bacon and egg, which is recommended, of course it is, which their bacon's like a thick cut, and it's like a maple hickory, so it gives you like at the end like a little taste of that you get. Egg gives some other texture and creaminess too, and a little bit of sweetness from the mayo with that bacon taste. Just all comes together well. But the whole time you're chewing, you just taste that patty and the cheese, and it's just constantly hitting you as you go through and getting all the other flavors. And finally, it's like a mouthgasm and you finish. So all in all, I would highly recommend, like if you're a burger person, this would be the place to go. So hope you enjoy my food tour review. This is the end of day 3. After the burger, we ended up going to the aquarium that's here in Chicago, which is a great aquarium. There's it was pretty crowded with kids, but besides that, they have different segments of the world, like the Amazon, different the Caribbean, different river inlets, and all the different aquatic life that's there. I mean, highlights, there was like sharks exhibit that was really nice. They have like anacondas in the Amazon, that was a standout. They have beluga whales, sea lions, and then of course like dolphin show. So no, I love aquariums, and they have it's a solid one. Definitely would be a one to go to here. And last dinner, sushi, of course. Sushi doku?
Yeah, that sounds right. Doku.
Yeah, that was great. So that's gonna be it for my eating. promise I'll be able to make it to the show. I might as well say it here. Like, my plan, should I say my plan?
Yeah, why not?
We're doing it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it.
I'm going to do the Legion Sports Fest. I'm going to do my open debut. So if you make it to the end of this long-ass video, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll have 4 weeks till Olympia. And that's the plan. So fly back to Texas tomorrow.
Back to reality.
Hope you enjoyed this. And, you know, let me know your thoughts about doing the open, or should I just be all in for Olympia and not do it? I'm going to do what I want either way, but you can tell me. You're happy to tell me what y'all think. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and watching Renee and I's journey, and appreciate y'all.